I'm going to help you. This is something that people always say to you, and they don't really want to help you. It's the big lie they tell you. Why do they say this? It's not them. It's the big lie. The lie. The lie. It's not like you have to do anything about it. It's just knowing it's a lie. And that's all it is. You just rest in the truth that all the garbage that comes your way from day to day is an ultimate huge lie. And there's nothing you do. It's not a doing. It's just being and knowing that this is, what they're presenting to you is phony baloney. So it's not about running around and, trying to talk to people about it. It's not that, it's already in them. It never left. It's just covered up by a huge lie. The giant lie of it all. And that's the difficulty, is because with your senses, you see these other people and they appear to you like a mosquito flying past your ear. It's like, oh God, this is not good. It's not good. A mosquito's coming and, it wants to bite me. And, in this world they do, but it's a lie. So you just know it's a lie, and you rest in your knowingness. You don't have to do anything. That's the problem with this world. There's too much doing, running here and there. I got to do this and do that. I got a huge list of things that I got to check them all off before I can rest. It's like, no, you rest now. You rest now. Your case, it's like a legal case. It's like the case, you don't even need to present it. It's obvious. And you keep getting all these lies coming at you despite the fact you know. And it's frustrating. It brings up a lot of anger, It's just ultimate anger at this lie. And does that get rid of the lie? It might get rid of the lie. But it's more like just knowing you're just bullshitting me. It's just knowing it's bullshit and saying, I'm putting the words, and it doesn't even come out right. It's not, it's not even words. It's just the silence of knowing. It's just knowing. It's silence. It's not speaking to the lie. The lie is not going to respond to you. You can't respond to the lie. You can yell at it and scream at it and kick it. And, that the lie is never going to respond to you because the lie isn't real. It's phony baloney. So, if you're listening to this, what am I talking about? I'm talking about how people treat each other like clients. You always hear this. I got to have my business and I got to have clients. No, it's a lie. We're all something other than what's being presented to us by the lie. And it's hard to get it through even in the words because it just comes out cold. The words are cold. And it makes you think, well, something's got to be done. No. The lie is like, it's a great fog. It's a great fog. And the fog lifts. It's not even real fog. It's just what you get through your senses, and you get it through your everyday life with your relationships. And it's the great big lie, and it's been around for so long, and people have bought into this lie on the surface, on their ego level, but in their soul level, they know it's a lie. And the thing is that the ego, that's what the ego does when it runs into something that it goes along to get along. Someone else who is a spiritual teacher taught everything right until they came to the end and they said, but then you got to add black magic to it. You got to add black magic to it. You got to add the lie. And I said to this person, no, you got it wrong. You're an idiot. And the person said, well, for this lifetime, I'm going along with the lie. And then they got into an accident, a car accident. They weren't hurt, but the car was damaged. They got spun around. And I said to this person, this is basically the universe telling you, you're doing it wrong, chum. You're doing it wrong. And this person blocked me. They didn't want to hear the truth because they're all ego. They're all about using all of their everything, and then they're twisting it at the end. They're giving you the whole truth. The whole truth is there. And then they say, but it ain't going to work in this world. So you got to add black magic. And, this person didn't get it. And even when the universe spun them around in a car accident, they didn't want to listen to the truth because they were ego. So that's the way it is right now. We've got a phony thing going on. And it's just a phony fog. And the fog isn't even there, but we see it. So it's not like we're waiting for the fog to lift. It's just to act. There's no fog. There's no fog. There's no fog. It's just it's a ghost. It's a ghost that's plastered over truth. It's the black magic of it all. So again, all I say is you just know the truth and act. It's not faking it. The truth is the truth. The truth is the truth, and it's in the silence. It's just basically you being quiet, and it's not even you nodding your head and saying, sure, buddy, whatever. It's not that. I mean, that's what you probably will do because it's a natural human reaction to it. But, it's not in words. It's not responding to the lie. It doesn't matter if you respond to the lie or not. It's not going to change the fact it's a lie. It's a black magic. So, knowing the truth, and what is the truth I'm talking about? The truth is that people are not clients of yours. Clients mean, it's just, they're not you, You are these other people. I mean, we live in separate bodies, and it's a lie. It's a huge lie. We're all the same one being. And we've got these phony baloney personalities and phony baloney bodies that we're living in. And that's what our biggest lesson is you have to see beyond the lie. And you don't have to speak about it. I mean, I'm telling you about it. But it's just knowing. It's just knowing. It's a soul thing. And, the opposite of the soul is the ego. The ego it's a lie. It's the face you put on to present to your clients. And what is the client relationship about? It's not about you, and it's two egos. It's two phony things. And where do we get past this? It's just knowing it. It's just knowing it. And I know all of us that are aware of this lie. We don't know what else to do in our humanhood but to try and shout at the top of the trees, it's a lie, it's a phony baloney. Why are you still being egoic twit to me? Drop your stupid ego. And people don't know how to drop their ego on the ego level. It's a phony, fake personality, and it's not real. And yet we have them all the time. So, the other thing is you just got to respect your own boundaries and have respect for yourself. And when you've got egoic twits that come up to you and you say, and they're always looking for something, and sometimes they'll butter you up and they'll, have a, pretend to be your instant friend, I'll be your instant friend for 10 seconds, and then, oh, give me all your stuff, sign away your life to me. So it's a great lie. And the people that say, you got to play the game, they're wrong. You don't have to play the game. The game isn't even a game. It's a big freaking lie. So it's just knowing it's ego. Everyone knows what ego means because you've seen the biggest egos around. They demonstrate themselves to you. And you look at them and you say, you're an asshole. You're an asshole because you're talking to the ego. The ego is an asshole. It's always out to just be a stupid shit. But the soul is not a stupid shit. It's just covered with a huge layer of shit. And the human's always going to say, what do I do about it? You just know it. You don't have to speak to it. And if it's getting in your face, then you kick it in the head. You don't let the ego push you around. And the ego is going to do all kinds of nasty things. It's unbelievably nasty, the ego. It's nothing. It's nothing at all. It's just in our experience. And, you just set your boundaries. It's like they try and guilt you into things. It's like on the television, they send you pictures of Africa, people starving. And you think, oh my God, these poor people, they need me to donate money. And it's not true. It's all a big setup by scam artists. It's like, it makes you sick because we've fallen for this stuff for so long. But it's mind control because the people that run the television are the biggest fucking liars on the planet. They lie, and it's just advertising. What new scheme can we cook up to get you? It's not even about your money. They want you. They want you to come and be part of their lie. I see people all the time, buddy, can you give me some money? And I look at them and they're drunk. And, some of them will say, I want you to buy me a beer. And it's like, you don't need beer, buddy. You're already drunk. You need to go home and sleep. But they want you to give them money. And they want you, and they don't want you as a friend. It's fake love. It's fake love. It's not even, you see right through it. And we're conditioned in this society to say, well, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Here, take my wallet. And it's this Jesus teaching. This is the biggest lie of all, this Jesus teaching, like people come up to Jesus and they say, well, I want your watch. And the Jesus teaching is, well, here, take my house, take my wife, take my children. That's a fucking lie. You set a boundary and you say, fuck off, asshole. Fuck off. And, that's how you treat it in the day-to-day world. But when you you don't even meditate on the lie, you just meditate. You just meditate and you go to silence. And in the silence, you feel better because in the silence, there's no ego. I'm going to help you. And then people say, I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you a spiritual training or something. I'm going to give you something you don't already have. It's a big fucking lie. You don't need what they're selling you. It's worse for you to buy this stuff because they always want to get you involved. It's like if you take a sales course, the sales course is always, what you want to do is you want to build a rapport with your client. And then once you've got the rapport, then you want to get them involved. And what is that you're getting involved with? This big fucking lie that you're their client. And somehow, because you're their client, you're going to get the best service. It's fake. It's stupid. It's really ugly. My old story is, this is what you see in business day to day. But, and it's all about this phony baloney money that we do. Some people say it's energy exchange. It's not energy exchange. It's a fucking lie. It's a fucking lie. My story is, does a grandmother charge a grandchild to be a grandmother? If they do, they're the fucking unbelievable. But that doesn't. You don't see that. That's a rarity. A grandmother looks at their grandchild, and it's love. It's like you're part of me. And we see that within a family. But you have to realize that all the other people on the planet are you. They're closer than family. But we've got this phony baloney world where we're in separate bodies and all these lies about, it's DNA. There is no such thing as DNA. And there's no such thing as codes in the DNA that make you what you are. It's a huge, huge, huge lie. Huge lie. It's one consciousness being. And it appears as all these separate things until you really there's different stages of what they call enlightenment. And a fully enlightened being, I don't think they even see these bodies. But that's like 6 people on the planet. 6 people out of 8 billion get it. But the rest of us, you might have different stages of enlightenment when you know it, you know it, or when you get it right. Your voice will say it, and if the voice comes out wrong, you're going, somebody's playing with my voice. This isn't what I mean. There's a lot of dark black magic at work to make these ego things real. It's never going to be real. And what's going to happen to the black magicians? Well, hopefully what's going to happen is they're just going to drop their egos. And if it doesn't happen, then they're going to feel a lot of garbage. They're dragging around. They're dragging around a football field of garbage every day when they're moving around. They're just dragging around garbage, and that's what they present. That's all you can see when you look at them is garbage. Where is the soul in you? It's covered by garbage. But you got to know that the real truth is there's not a whole pile. There's not 8 billion souls. There is one soul in the universe. Uni, it means united. It means there's one soul in the universe. And, to get into this truth, you got to drop your ego. And to drop your ego, as I say all the time, you just meditate, which means you go by yourself and you just be quiet with yourself. And if the ego mind, the monkey mind is going, you learn, I am not, whatever these thoughts are, these words are, all this stuff that says, go here, go there, and do this, meet this person. All this other stuff about, meeting your twin flame. I hear this all the time. This is the biggest pile of shit. There's no such thing as twin flames. There is no such thing as oversouls, monads. It's garbage. There is no division. There is no separation. There is no hierarchy. It is one soul, one being. The whole universe is one being, and it's just this huge lie. So, when you learn that this is the truth, it's still very hard because all the rest of these people are still playing these egoic games, stupid games, and it's hurtful games. And while you're still here in the human body, it's not happy. It's not pleasant. So you got to get away from these egoic people. You go away, you find quietude, you get away any way you can, as much as you can. You turn off your computers, you turn off all your music, you turn off all the stuff. And you be by yourself. Because there are very few people who get it right now. Even the people that say they get it, I'm going to teach you that they don't get it. They're like this guy, telling you the whole truth and then saying, but you got to do black magic because you got to have clients. Otherwise, you ain't going to make it. Here, I got a Rolodex of all the, the Dragon's Den people, the Shark Tank people. You got to get in touch with these people. They're all assholes. And, you get it every time you turn the television on. Or you drive down the street with the billboards and the ugly, horrible signs on these businesses. It's ugly. It's unnatural. How is it going to change? It's not real. Even these appearances that we see, it's an illusion. It seems so real. You say, you're crazy. No, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. We're born into a world that is a big lie. How did we get here? It's not even available to me. All I know is that's not it. It's not even, researching how did this happen. It's stupid. You come to the point where you're having a fight with all these people that you think are your enemies. And you think, I'm going to get the truth and they're going to see that it's me here. And you get to the truth and it's like, you're looking at each other and you're going, we're all going to go to bed because you've lost the fight. Everyone loses the fight of trying to say, me, I'm right, because there's no me. It's us. It's always us. And us sounds like it's a multiplicity of us getting together. No, we were never separated. It's a huge illusion. And, it's not like the Guns N' Roses song that says, use your illusion, because that's black magic. It's like knowing the truth that we're one being, but we're going to play the egoic game. And that's what they're telling you. It's a lie. Don't buy their lie. Don't buy their shit, and don't be a client. That's your fireside talk.